and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga, and today just a nice gentle stretch. Thanks for joining me. Always want to leave you in a better space, mentally, physically, emotionally. So we're going to get rid of the we're going to feel the body move in really good, efficient, effective ways to get rid of tension and tightness. We're going to get you feeling strong and healthy. That's always, always, always my goal. So thanks for joining me today, my friends. A seated position that feels good to you, and we're going to roll those shoulders up and back. And those shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. And exhale, let those shoulders slide down and away. Let your hands rest wherever it feels good to you. If it feels okay, turn your palms to the sky. Maybe drape your wrists over the knees. Bring your index finger and thumb to touch. And we're just going to take a moment to check in. To ask ourselves, how am I today? How are you today? Your head, your heart, your mind, your body. Be honest, be sincere, keep a sense of humor. We meet ourselves on our mat wherever we are today. Each and every day we bring different things to our mat. And whatever that is, it's okay. If today's where you feel like $1,000,000, awesome. If today you're like, I'm just happy to be here, it's okay. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here. You'll feel better in just a few moments. Bring your hands down by your sides. Press the palms down towards the ground. And as you exhale, lean your head to the right. Just checking in, starting at the crown of the head, letting go down through that left side of the body. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, lean your head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Like I said, gentle, kind. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, turn and look out over your right shoulder. Open those beautiful eyes, sit up tall, just checking in. Inhale back to center, and exhale, turn and look out over your left shoulder. And inhale it back to center, reach it high. And as you exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over, just a gentle lean. With a little push with that right hand into the floor as we turn and look up along the inside of that left arm. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over, lean into that left hand. Oh, just leaning over, feeling that stretch between the ribs, turning and looking up along the inside of that right arm. What do you feel? Feels pretty good. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the left, right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can sit, and then just take your gaze out over your back shoulder. Right shoulder presses down and away, and a little tuck of your chin down towards that left collarbone. Breathe. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And exhale, we turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can. Turn and look out over that back shoulder. A little press of that left shoulder down and away, and a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex the wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Let's do that once more. Exhale, open those arms out to a T. Flex your wrists, hollow your tummy and chest. Press the palms forward, spine back, chin down. Inhale it open and reach. Turn your palms to face front. Pull those elbows back and down. Spread those fingers wide. Open your chest. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, cactus arms. Pull those elbows back and down. Inhale, reach it high. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hands behind your head. Elbows go wide. And gently draw your chin down towards your chest. Closing the elbows around the ears. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Just a lean of that chin down towards your chest. And the weight of your arms influencing the stretch. Inhale it up nice and tall. Open those elbows wide and let your arms just gently float down by your sides. Let's rock it back. Switch so the other leg is in front. Inhale, reach it high. As you exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. A little push with that left hand, a little lift to the right side of the rib cage. Turn your gaze up along the inside of the arm. If that's not great for your neck, look straight ahead or down. And we rise, both arms reach high. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Remember, this is supposed to be gentle, so the intensity is going to stay a little lower. A little push with that right hand, a little turn of your gaze up. Again, if that's not right for your neck, look straight ahead or down. Inhale, both arms reach high. A little shake of those arms, just nice and easy. Nothing crazy, just shake it out. Close your eyes. Releasing yourself of any burdens, anything heavy. Let your arms gently hang down by your sides. Press your palms towards the ground. And as you exhale, lean your head to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder. Press those palms down towards the mat. Relax your jaw, soften your eyes. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and then gently lean it to the right, pressing that left palm down towards the ground. How's your breath? Always checking in with that breath. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, turn and look out over that left shoulder, just as far as you can turn your head without turning those shoulders. Inhale back through center, and then out over your right shoulder. And back through center. Let's extend left leg out, right foot's along the inside of your thigh, and just point and flex that left foot. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. They can be resting. I just want you to be mindful of your posture. So if all of a sudden you're kind of hollowing out through your tummy and chest and rolling forward, bring your hands back. Sit up nice and tall, really working on that good tall posture. Now roll the ankle. Doesn't matter which direction. We're going to do both. Just isolating that left ankle and then switch directions when you're ready. Still sitting up nice and tall, making sure we're not being lazy through the belly. And then just soften that foot. Now be mindful of this right knee. If you need to adjust that knee, you can extend that leg out as well. We're going to walk it forward. And you can support, if you have a bolster, you can use a bolster. If you want to add a little more intensity, add a little flex of that left foot, but be mindful of that right knee. Okay, you can come as low as you like. You can stay up. You can stack fists and rest your forehead. Breathe. Now, it's not necessary to have props, so those bolsters and blocks, but sometimes it can really make things really nice. Remember, this is all about being gentle. It's not about how far can you push yourself today. This is just getting yourself to move, to let go of tension and tightness, to check in and see what's going on today. Slowly walk those hands back up. And we're going to extend right leg out if it's not already, and pull that left foot in. And we're going to point and flex the foot, checking in, getting some good pops in this right ankle, and then roll it. Again, sitting up nice and tall. So hands can be wherever you want them to be, but if you have a tendency to kind of hollow out and round through the belly, not sitting up nice and tall, I encourage you to bring your hands behind you to prop yourself up as tall as you can. If you can maintain that good tall posture, rest your hands wherever you want. As we improve our posture, it makes it easier to breathe, right? So when we're hollowed through the chest, it makes it hard for the diaphragm to move up and down real well, to get those lungs fully inflated. So when we open up, makes things a lot easier. Soften that foot. And again, checking in with that left knee, we're going to slowly walk the hands forward. If that knee is like, hey, I could use a little love, this doesn't feel great, extend that left leg out. And again, we're going to walk it forward. As we walk forward, what happens to the pelvis? Checking in. If you want to add that flex of your foot, go for it. If you want to keep it soft, keep it soft. It doesn't have to be the same as it was on the other side. Listen to what feels good right now, right here. If it feels good to you, yeah, stack your hands. Stack your fists. Extend your arms. Whatever feels good to you. So, I mean, on one side, maybe you got a little more flexibility, a little extra mobility. If you are hypermobile, really flexible, just be mindful that you're not overdoing, okay? We want to keep this gentle, kind. Getting rid of inflammation, not causing any extra. And just breathe slow and steady. And then slowly walk your hands back up. And we're going to turn and extend both legs out long. We're going to bend the knees and bring the feet just about the width of the mat, sitting up nice and tall, and just slowly walk your fingertips down your feet and allow that upper body to come to the space between the legs. A nice stretch in that lower back. A little tuck of the chin, letting go of any tension we're holding at the base of the head, down the neck. Starting at the tailbone, ever so slowly ragdoll your way up, stacking each and every vertebra one at a time. Bringing those feet together, pulling one knee in towards the chest, and then slowly lowering back. Pull both knees in towards the chest. Just pull the knees in and gently rock it side to side. How are you? So far, so good? I hope so. Coming back to center, placing that right foot to the mat right by your bottom, left foot to the mat about hip width apart. Arms are going to come down by your sides, palms to the mat, a little pelvic tilt so that the small of the back presses into the mat. We're going to press through the heels of the feet as we begin to peel our spine off the mat, one vertebra at a time. Coming all the way up to our bridge pose. Now you can come up as high as you like, stop wherever you need to stop, feel those glutes engage, keep those knees right in line with the hips, and then ever so slowly, one vertebra at a time, coming back down to the mat, keeping that pelvic tilt, hollowing through the tummy, coming all the way back down, mindful of the knee positioning. If you feel your back arch, re-engage, pelvic tilt, squeeze those buns, and press and lift. We're going to do 3 bridge poses. At the top of this bridge, if it feels right to you, get to the top, squeeze those buns, and maybe lift your heels. You don't have to. You can keep those heels down. Gently release the heels, keep that pelvic tilt, start at the top of the spine, and slowly bring it back down. Isolating each vertebra as best you can. And gently release. We have one more. Again, if you feel that back arch, re-engage, press the small of the back down, press through the heels, and slowly press it up. Peeling each and every vertebra off the mat like they were a string of pearls. All the way up to your bridge pose. We should feel a little bit of heat happening in those glutes and those hamstrings. And this time, if you like, lift your toes and the balls of your feet, pressing those heels into the mat. Really feel that strength in the glutes. And then gently place the sole of the foot back down and slowly lower it back down, one vertebra at a time. When your bottom is the very last to touch, heel toe your feet open to about the width of your mat or even a little bit wider, and then we're going to extend those arms out. You can be in a low V, you can be out to a T, just so they're out of the way. And we're going to gently rock the knees side to side. We're going to go fairly slowly, so you can take a moment when those knees gently fall to really feel what that feels like. To get the mobility in the lower spine. Feel that mobility through the hips, into the pelvis. Where do you hold your tension? One of the things I love about yoga and stretching and physical activity in general, but really yoga, we get to slow down and we get to learn. We get to learn about ourselves. We get to learn a little bit better where we hold tension, the places where maybe we need to spend a little more work, those things that come easily to us. And we do it without judgment. We do it without our ego. It's just learning, right? Because when we have those aha moments, it allows us to take our focus there and improve imbalances. That's what it's all about. Improving imbalances, moving efficiently, standing taller, feeling better, living a happier, healthier life. We come back to center. Now we're going to keep that wide stance, and we're going to draw that right knee in. So I'm going to heel toe my foot out just a little bit so that I can get a better range. For me, I'm working to keep that pelvis as level as possible. There's this tendency, because we just rocked side to side, to let that right side of the pelvis lift. This is about range of motion through your hip socket, right? The head of your femur through the inside of that hip socket. Drawing that right knee in. We don't want any pain, okay? So just feeling a really nice stretch. Feeling the core muscles engage. So it doesn't matter how far you go, how shallow you turn, it's okay. This is love for your body. And gently release that right side. And then I'm going to heel toe that left foot out a little bit more open, and I'm going to draw that left knee in. So as we roll to the inside, coming to the instep of that left foot, I'm going to do my best to keep that left side of my pelvis down, keeping that pelvis as level as possible. That's going to kick in my obliques a little bit. It's kind of a cool sensation. And really just working that range of motion through my hip. So depending upon what you have going on through the hips, be kind, be gentle. And then gently release that left side. Heel toe your feet back in. Let's bring one knee in and then the other. Bring the hands to the shins and just gently pull. Rock it side to side. Coming back to center, arms extend out to a T, and we're going to pull those knees out and away from us just a little bit. Core strong, we're going to slowly lower those knees to the right. So we're going to go as slowly as we can for as long as we can, and then let those knees come to rest. Placing that right hand to the top of the outside of that left knee, and then turn and look out over your left arm. Big, full, deep breaths. Releasing that right hand, we lift the left leg and slowly start to roll it back, and then let that right knee follow. And then ever so slowly take him to the left. Slowly as you can, working those obliques. And then at whatever point, let those knees gently rest. Left hand to the outside of the right knee, and we turn and look out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Promoting flexibility in the spine. Letting go of anything heavy, wringing it out. And again, we check in. How you doing? How's the breath? So for whatever reason you picked a gentle yoga session today, I'm so happy you did. I'm so happy to be a part of your day. I hope this is helping. I hope you feel a lightness. I hope you even have a smile on your face. Releasing that left hand, and then slowly we lift that right knee, and then slowly begin to bring it back to our back as that left knee follows. Crossing your right ankle over the left, reaching down, taking a hold anywhere along the shins, just above the ankles, and pull it in. Just crossing the ankles, you can hold on to just below the knees if you like, so just wherever it feels good to you. And then gently release, cross so the left ankle is over the right. We reach down, we take a hold wherever it feels right, just don't be pulling on those feet. Just anywhere above the ankles. And gently release, extending one leg out. And then the other. We're going to lift that left foot and we're going to bring it down to the bottom left corner of our mat, crossing your right ankle over your left. We're going to extend arms overhead, and we lift the upper body and bring both arms and our head over to the top left corner of our mat. Right hand taking a hold of the left wrist, and we work to press that left sit bone and glute to the mat. So we're working to keep our whole back side of our body, the whole posterior side of our body against the mat. Creating a crescent shape, feeling a stretch all the way down that right side. Breathe. Where do you feel this the most? In through the hip, through the rib cage, in the shoulder. Again, making sure there's no pain. We lift the upper body, bringing it back through center. We lift that right leg and we take it all the way over to the bottom right corner of our mat, crossing that left ankle up and over the right, making sure that that left sit bone and glutes stay connected to the mat. We lift the upper body and shift it up to the top right corner of the mat, working to keep both shoulder blades against the mat, both arms against the mat. It's amazing feeling this stretch through my hips. My hips are like, hey, could use a little love. And that's exactly what it feels like. So that's what I want it to feel like for you. If it doesn't feel like love and it feels like pain or discomfort, something that doesn't feel good, you know in your heart of hearts, in your head, in your gut, that it's just not right for you today, back out of it. There's no reason to be there. We want to do things that are good for us. Again, improving inflammation, not causing more. Reducing stress, not causing more. We lift the upper body and bring it back to center. Lifting that left leg, bring it to center. And then the right. Reaching through the fingertips, reaching through the toes. Our pencil stretch, making yourself just as long as you can. Draw that belly button in and back. So we're not arching our back too terribly, but we're staying strong. Breathe. Draw one knee in towards your chest, hands to the shin, and then the other, hands to the shin. Pull those knees in nice and tight. Now options, you can roll to your side and use the strength of your arms to help you come back up to a seated position, or you can bring your hands behind your thighs and rock yourself up. So however you need to, coming back up to a seated position. We're going to sweep that left foot off to the side. Breathe. If that's not great for your knee, extend that left leg out long. We turn. Hands on either side of that right knee, sit up nice and tall. And as we turn and we twist, a gentle press through the front of that left hip. Breathe. And then we shift it through center, and we're going to switch side, pulling that left foot in, right foot goes behind or out. We turn and lift the chest. And as we turn and lift the chest, that gentle press of the front of the hip, the front of the pelvis, a nice little stretch to the hip flexors. Breathe. And release, extending that right leg if it's not already. And then the left, hands are down in front, sit up nice and tall, and we're just going to point and flex our feet. So it doesn't matter how wide your feet go, just feel where it feels good to you, where you can still sit up nice and tall, and then we roll the ankles. Breathe. It's going to be a beautiful day. And if it's the end of your day, I hope it was a beautiful day. Good, just soften those feet. Take that left arm up and over. If you want to add a little more intensity, flex your feet. We're going to take it up and over each side. Core strong, shifting, left arm in front, right arm up and over. And one more time. Again, range of motion comes. Just keep listening to your body, challenging yourself appropriately. Today's a gentle day, so keeping those intensities lower. We come back to center, crisscross those legs. Actually, let's come to butterfly. Soles of the feet together and pull those heels in as close or as far away as you like. Hold on to those shins somewhere along the shins, above the ankles, and just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes for a moment. Tall posture. How are those hips? Breathe. Gently open your eyes, slide those feet forward just a little bit, hinge it forward, let yourself round over, find a place for your hands to rest, doesn't matter where, and just let your upper body be heavy. If it feels good to you, walk those hands forward. Breathe. So hands can remain on the legs, or you can walk the hands out. I just want a nice gentle stretch through the groin, into that lower back, and through the shoulders. And core strong, slowly walking those hands back in. Finding a seated position that feels good to you. If that's your butterfly, remain there. If it's crisscrossing your legs or extending your legs, let's roll those shoulders up and back. And shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes, sit up tall, turn your palms to face the sky. If it feels good to you, drape the wrists over the knees and bring your index finger and thumb to touch. Focus on your breath. Slow it down. Gently open your eyes, take a big breath in, reach it high. As you exhale, pull those elbows back and down, open the chest, spread those fingers wide. We're going to finish with a couple cactus arms. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down, encouraging that opening of the chest, the strengthening of the back. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach it high, pull those hands to heart center, close your eyes. A gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. A reminder that you are loved. You are enough. You matter. You are beautiful. You are stronger than you think. Light shines from you. Gently lift your face, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel great. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, whatever's left of it. And it's always an honor and a privilege to be here for you. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. Be well, take care, and namaste.